What's up, YouTube? Tony coming back at you with another video from the Mississippi Pickers. So welcome back to the vlog. It's been a very long time since I put up a video, and there's a really good reason for that. I don't have any content. My plan was this year I was supposed to stop doing that overnight floor job that I've been doing. And I was supposed to start selling on eBay again full time. But I turned in my notice at the end of October. And we got to the end of October and they didn't have anybody to replace me. Now, the job that I do is kind of a contract job. It's self-employment where, you agree to work 3 hours a day, 6 days a week, and it's not a very difficult job per se. It's some of it can be, a little bit physically trying at times, especially when you're having to, to work on the machine I'm talking about, the scrubber. You have to put on new pads at times, and that's not exactly easy to do. But the rest of it, like 90% of the time, it's not that hard. I take a dust mop and I go over the entire floor. It's a pretty good sized grocery store, so I have to go over the entire floor with a dust mop. And then once I get through with that, then I go over the whole thing again with a scrubber. So it's a lot of walking. It's good exercise. It's probably good for me, but I had decided that, none of us know how long we've got. I'm 64 years old, and I don't know how much longer I've got to go. Tomorrow could be my last day. I don't know. But I did enjoy doing the job, so I stayed with it for a long time. But I had decided that I was going to start selling on eBay again, so that was the plan. But like I said, we got to the end of October and they didn't have anybody to replace me. So I said, I tell you what, I'll give you another 15 days. And then, because they had been pretty good to me, the company that I worked for had been pretty good to me. So I decided, I'd give them another 15 days. I could take that time and find somebody to replace me with. Well, we got another 15 days down. We got to the middle of November and they still didn't have anybody. So I told them, I'll tell you what, I really didn't want to do the job anymore. I did not want to do it anymore. I mean, I've been doing it for 10 years and I was pretty much done with it. I just wanted to, to live my life. I wanted to do what I wanted to do, which was sell on eBay and, just draw my Social Security, sell on eBay, and that be that. But they couldn't find anybody. Nobody wanted to do the job that I was doing. I don't think it was the 3 hours a day. I think it's the 6 days a week is the problem. Nobody wanted to commit to that. And the job doesn't really pay enough that you could hire somebody to replace you. But for me, combined with my Social Security, it was a good gig. So I didn't mind doing it for as long as I did it. But like I said, I'm just getting older and I thought it was time to, to do something else. Plus, I wanted to make these videos. And anyway, long story short, they still couldn't find anybody. So I gave them an ultimatum. I said, I tell you what, you give me a 40% raise and I'll stay, which I knew they weren't going to agree to. I mean, it was just kind of a, see who blinks first kind of thing, and guy didn't think about it for 3 seconds. He said, yeah, I'll give you a 40% raise. I said, what? There's no way that the guy that owns the company is going to agree to that. He said, you don't understand. He said, if you don't do it, then I got to do it. And the guy that was going to do it lives like 300 miles away. And they were going to have to pay him mileage to come down there and back every day. So it's going to cost a lot more to keep him there than it was to give me a 40% raise. So I'm still there. I'm still doing the floor. Well, my wife works there too. We both work overnight, and I only work, like I said, about 3 hours, but she works an 8-hour shift, and she's getting ready to retire. She's got maybe 2.5 more years to go, and she'll be gone. So I said, well, I'll work until she retires, or they find somebody, whichever comes first. And as far as I can tell, they're not even looking for anybody now. So, because they gave up. I don't know. Like I said, I kind of enjoy doing the job. I mean, it does give me exercise, and I probably walk doing that job probably about 3 miles every day doing that job. You wouldn't think it would be that much walking, but it is. By the time I get through walking the first loop, with the dust mop, and then come back around again the whole thing with the scrubber, yeah, it's about 1.5 miles and 1.5 miles. So it's good exercise. So I mean, it is probably keeping me healthy. I don't know. Maybe I'd make just as much, exercise going around, to thrift stores and garage sales and things like that, looking for new merchandise. I don't really know. But I mean, that's really what I wanted to do. But at the same time, I'm working with my wife, and and I kind of enjoy what I'm doing. So why not? The only caveat to the whole thing is I just don't have any content for this channel. And I'm not going to have any content until I quit doing that job, because I can't do that and eBay. I've tried it, and it just doesn't work. So there we are. I mean, I really hate that I don't have anything to put up. I mean, the only thing that I would be able to put up would be me walking around, a store every night doing the same thing I do every single night, which is walking around with a dust mop, sweeping a floor. Who wants to see that, right? So until I get through with that job, I just don't have any content for this channel. And if something comes up, in between the time that my wife retires or they find somebody to replace me, then I'll put a video up, regarding that. But until then, I mean, I don't have anything to share with you guys. I was really looking forward to, to putting up new content, because I like making the videos, but I just don't have anything. So I'm sorry for that. But that's it. That's all I got. So I'll let you know if anything changes, but until then, this is Tony signing out. I'll see you guys when I see you. Peace out. Got the drinks on sale. Buy 2, get 3 free. Pretty good deal. I might have to participate on that one. Somebody's Frisca got loose. That one right there belongs in that pack. But that ain't my job, so I ain't dealing with that. My job is to sweep the floor. That's what I'm doing. Not a very good job of it, but that's what I'm doing. Alright. It's gonna be all I'm on videotape of this.